So a lot of men are afraid of marriage these days.
Because y'all got rules and y'all don't tell us.
What does that mean?
Y'all be making up rules.
What rules, Shaq?
All right, let me put you through a scenario.
Okay.
What's your name?
Anissa.
All right, we're talking.
Yeah.
I'll leave my phone right here.
Okay.
And Anissa says, "You're doing a good job, baby. I love you." Is that cheating? Yes or no? Don't think about it. You checking my phone, and
Okay.
Anissa, your friend, says, "You're doing a good job, baby. I like you."
What?
We're friends too. But you.
Oh, well, if you're friends.
Hold on. You didn't know that she has my number or we're texting, and you see her and it just pop up. She's sitting right there, and then pop up, my guy, baby, you're doing a good job. I love you. Is that cheating or not?
I don't. It depends on you.
Answer the question. We're dating, and you text me, but she don't know that me and you have been texting. No, see,
I don't think that's cheating.
But
no, and the reason why. But let me tell you why.
Thank you. It's
because
not.
you can't control another person.
No, that ain't got nothing to do with it.
And
either.
also,
no.
But the boundaries aspect of it. Why is she calling you baby?
Right, the baby thing.
That's what's.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to the DeMarkco effect, where you get the full effect of me. I'm gonna let the video continue to play. I'm really trying to understand the point, so gotta let it play a little bit longer.
Throwing me off. If she was just like, "You're doing a great job. I love you,"
we're friends.
That's fine.
Okay, you're doing a good job. I love you.
Oh, that's fine.
Oh, yeah, that's
I'm not pressed by that at all.
But you see her answer?
Yeah.
And that's how most of them think.
But I also think that a lot of
hold on, and then that's a word y'all made up: emotional cheating.
That's a thing.
How do you know my emotions? How do you know I'm just not playing with the other side when I say I love you, I miss you?
Well, then you're emotionally playing with her.
Okay, but what does that matter to you? You think I'm emotional cheating, which doesn't exist, by the way.
It does exist.
It does not.
If you are emotionally connected with another person and I don't know
How do you
about
know
it.
I'm emotionally connected with another person? How do you know? Just because you
Well,
read
you wouldn't know, and that's the whole thing
That's my
about
point.
cheating, because there's no conversation about it. But if there's a woman or a man and they are with each other having intimate conversations or intimate experiences,
Experiences is a different thing, because in law enforcement, right? What's your name, my guy?
Kenny.
I can say right here on camera.
Yeah.
As soon as I fucking leave this, I'm gonna break Kenny's jaw and throw him down the steps.
Yeah.
Right?
That's insane.
Hold on, right?
Yes.
But I can't be charged because I said y'all got me saying it on camera. But until I make the overt act, I cannot be charged. So it doesn't matter what I say right
So you're
there.
saying.
So I get what he's saying. He's saying that if it's not in the physical form, it's not cheating. That's essentially what Shaq is saying right here. What I think about this is this, right? Because I always point out there's double standards with men and women, and we all know this. And some of y'all might not like it, but it's true, right? So, for example, let's say if a woman is emotionally, or she has somebody that she's talking to, there is a such thing as a woman emotionally cheating before the guy, right? Let's say if your woman has sex with another guy, she has feelings for that person, right? That now if we bring it back to a man, normally, naturally, as a guy and as a man, you get hard, which is something that we know, right? So when you go and you have sex with another woman, you're not cheating because you love her. You just did it because you did it. With a woman, she wants to be with that guy because women just don't give up their bodies, especially if they're in a relationship to another man. So it's different. But in what Shaq is saying, he's saying that there's not a such thing as emotional cheating because there's no evidence there. You're just tapping into my mental, which you cannot do. That's essentially what Shaq is saying.
Because it can't be proved.
No, I ain't got nothing to prove. In order for me to be charged for conspiracy, I got to actually do it. I have to make the overt act. Now, if I get up and go grab his shirt, I set it on tape, I'm getting sued, y'all going to make a lot of money, I'm going to jail.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So if I'm doing this, but not doing the overt act of seeing the person secretly or doing that, it's not really cheating.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. Ask me.
I have to.
Okay.
Yes, go ahead.
So if you are in a relationship,
If you're in a
with Sarah,
relationship with Sarah,
and there is a man, and she's telling another man how much she loves him and how much she wants to be with him.
I wouldn't know that because I wouldn't check Sarah's phone. If I'm sitting here and Sarah's phone going, I'm not going to look because I know what I do. In my mind, I know what I do. She's not going nowhere. because I fit all the boxes. So if her ring right now, I'm not gonna be like, I'm gonna just,
because you're secure in who you are.
That's her phone. I don't need to look at it.
So do you feel like
my
you're
phone,
not emasculated when they look through their woman's phone?
I do. Because, you know, it's an old saying that goes true. If you look for something, you find it. But you need to know what you're looking at.
That's the truth, because everything could be different in context.
You need to know what you're looking at. Just because you say I love you don't mean you're in a relationship.
No, I agree with that.
Now, I don't agree with that. My camera just cut. I don't agree with that. One thing that I'm picking up is what Shaq is doing is he's dying on his hill, essentially. So Shaq is going to defend whatever he's going to defend to prove his point, which is exactly what he's doing. Now, one thing I've been learning to do, so for the past year, I've been looking at relationships different. If you have a woman and let's say she's texting somebody else like that, texting somebody saying, I love you, baby, and all of this stuff, and it's in her phone, that's a woman that you shouldn't be with. And I don't understand why Shaq was saying if you find something you're going to look for, I understand that you shouldn't be looking through somebody's phone, which is the truth. But in this situation, if that is happening to you, it doesn't matter if you think you check all of the boxes and she's going to stay. Because all that means is you're being used as a utility. Meaning, you're being used in order to provide for her lifestyle even though she don't want to be with you. She's going to give this guy the best of her, but she's going to give you her up until a point to where she can keep getting what she's getting. So she's basically incentivized for just doing whatever she want to do on the side and then coming back to you, even if you don't know. Now, when we're talking about boyfriend and girlfriend, that type of stuff is not to be taken too serious because you're not husband and wife. And one thing I've been learning is when it comes to being husband and wife, it's different, right? Because you have duties and responsibilities from God, basically, that you're ordained through God through marriage. So you have duties that you have to do. And when it comes to boyfriend and girlfriend, we see this all the time. It's like a one foot in, one foot out type of thing. So if somebody can be with you and leave you one moment, they will rather be your boyfriend or your girlfriend for years and years and years and then leave you. But when it's husband and wife, it's different. Because now we're talking about other stuff getting involved. Lawyers getting involved. Alimony getting involved. Maybe child support being involved. Maybe somebody loses a house and gives it to the other person. So it's different. But yeah, Shaq is essentially just dying on his hill. And for me, it doesn't make sense because I guess you can be a fool and allow the woman to use you in that situation. But that's not smart to do because all you're doing is wasting time. And if you're not going to date somebody to marry him, then you're wasting time anyways. If you're boyfriend and girlfriend for too long, and I know a lot of y'all going through this where y'all have been a boyfriend or a girlfriend for 5 to 6 years, and y'all just kind of hoping and waiting, saying, when am I going to get married? Or when are we going to get married? But y'all have kids already. Or maybe you don't have kids, but you're just sitting around waiting. All you're doing is wasting your time because that person has not clearly taken you serious enough to marry you. You shouldn't be with somebody for 3, 4, 5 years and y'all are not married. You know, it shouldn't take that long to figure out who you want to deal with life with, because that's what marriage is. You marry somebody and there's no getting unmarried. There's no getting unmarried. So you choose your wife, y'all get married, y'all are ordained through God, y'all have responsibilities, okay, and duties that y'all have to do, and y'all are together until y'all pass away. But yeah, Shaq essentially just died on the hill, and I don't understand why, but we'll leave it at that. Obviously y'all thoughts and comments are valued, so make sure y'all leave a thought in a comment down below. Make sure y'all leave a like for the algorithm. It's free. It doesn't cost anything. Also, for the person that just hit the subscribe button, welcome to the family. We appreciate you. But other than that, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Have a good evening, good day, good morning, good night. Wherever y'all at, and I'll see y'all.